Hello ladies and gentlemen, here is Bubzia, and I today want to quickly show a new 100% consistent Eyerock strategy for Blindfolded 120 star. So Eyerock is the boss in Shifting Sandland, this guy here, the two hands. And I'm first gonna quickly demonstrate how my old strat looked like. So for Blindfolded, this boss is a pretty big problem, I would say. It's not a very hard star, but it is pretty precise to count, and it has also RNG in it. So we use the infamous locked camera here to lock our position into a normalized corner in which we can always back up, because the fight also has RNG. There are two different kinds of attacks pattern that the hand can do, and you'll see that in 1 second. So this is just like set up for positioning, what I do here in the beginning, and this part is pretty similar in the new strat too, but now important is the two attack patterns. What we had to do before is count the rhythm of the hands stomping, so dun 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 dun, right? And as soon as the rhythm goes away, means that the hands start to target you. And from that moment, you have to count two like pseudo ones, and on the third, you hit the punch while holding down. So stop, 1, 2, punch. And then repeat the same thing with 7, 8 beats. And that's basically how you can hit him pretty consistently, but it's very difficult to count. It's very easy to miscount. Now, on top of that, there is also RNG, because in this case, as you could see, this hand that I am attacking opened first. But it is, I think, like a 50-50 chance that the other hand opens first. And in that case, you punch into nothing and the whole counting goes basically to waste, and you have to renormalize, redo, and retry. So very, very random star with bad luck. And afterwards, there are two scenarios. Either the hand can open, like you punch it, it closes, then the other hand opens, and then it opens again. And then you can repunch him, for example, and then like he can do that 3 times. That's the best scenario that happens. Now, what you see exactly right here, what happens right now, is that he decides to get the bad RNG pattern, which is a stomping attack where both of the hands go like dun 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 dun. You will see that right here. And you see, this, first of all, can push Mario to the sides. It messes up the timing. Basically, if you hear, again, stomping of both hands, you need to just hold down and renormalize in the corner here. There's no other way to avoid this. And this is still the only problem in the new strat. But yeah, you don't need to do this anymore. First of all, also, we need to like jump up left here to position yourself, and that's kind of inconsistent. It's not normalized at all. So these hits here in the hand are extremely difficult. Again, bad RNG, as you can see. You can lose health even, you can die. Very important, in the old strat you can die. So yeah, you can like, for example, also fail. Like there are many things that can go wrong, and we solved all of these problems. Now, second part also has a problem, because after one hand is dead, the second part of the fight starts. And the second hand first starts always with an attack where he swooshes the hand towards you, and you have to ground pound him in this process. That's what we do. And afterwards, he always stomps you down once. Now, if you are in a scenario like me now, where you already got hit once, then you will die 100%. If you don't back up again into the corner, redo the whole setup, very slow, very tedious. The second thing that can happen is if you mistime the ground pound. I will demonstrate it here with a save state, maybe. Like you see, he can push you. He can push you off like really far. Now, I quickly just want to demonstrate you what can also happen. Like the arm pushes you, as you can see, and he can push you down. But this is the stomp attack that he does, and you cannot really dodge it blindfolded. Like we have to just really time our ground pounds like this. Hopefully kill him within 2 tries, because he alternates these attacks. And then if he decides to do another of the stomps, we need to go back to the corner. So what is this new strat? I talked so much now about the old strat. Now let's look at this. By chance, a few days ago, by chance on stream, I found a very weird scenario in which we basically use a broken hitbox of the Eyerock. And what we do is here, we do like a crazy setup. We do a, first of all, punch backflip. And you see, Mario is bouncing like on a hitbox that's not really visible. Like the hitbox is on the back of his arm. That's why the arm only opens if you are at a certain distance of the arm. Now, what we can do to avoid this state of infinite falling is a ground pound. That brings us back to the floor. And now we can just hold down and realign with there's like a wall. And from here we set up some like the perfect distance so that the arm opens, but that we still hit the hitbox of this broken model. So what we do is we backflip and punch twice. Backflip, punch, punch. And now I'll make some save states here to demonstrate. What happens now if I jump onto this hitbox is that Mario will ledge grab. Like you see, Mario ledge grabs the arm and falls down, and yeah, that's it, unfortunately. What we can do to prevent this though is we kick once during the jump. And if we kick once, Mario loses the ability to ledge grab stuff. And with that, what we can do is kick jump. And you see, Mario is starting to bounce on this invisible hitbox while still being far enough so the hand opens his eye. Now there's the only problem. The only problem is that there is still the RNG part in phase 1. Like either the hand can open or he can do the stomp attack. If he does the stomp attack, we still have to go back and renormalize. If though he opens his hand 3 times in a row, like if it's good RNG, you literally have to input nothing anymore. Like I can take my hands off. Like this is the bad RNG pattern. So in that case, I just hold down, renormalize. So just to showcase you a part where it works out with perfect RNG, look at this. Go into the corner again, punch, backflip, bounce, ground pound, then hold down, ground, backflip, punch, punch, jump, kick, left hold. And the Eyerock dies all by himself. Like literally Omega kill without any inputs from me needed. Look at this. Hello. Shoutouts to SM64. And now I want to quickly showcase you the second phase, what happens there. So I'll just quickly set up the last kill. We do our setup. I'll quickly showcase, like you see, we kill him now. This is the last hit. And now something very interesting happens in the game. Because as I said, the second phase is very dangerous. We can very easily die. Now, look at what happens. Mario is always in the same position, right? Because we always are in the same position in this hitbox there. Now look at this. Somehow the hand cannot really reach us. And I can show you why that is. Because we are in a blind spot for that hand. As you can see, the hand tries to push us off, but there is somehow a weird collision where he cannot enter, and he can literally do nothing against us. So what we can do in Blindfolded is we jump once to the right, and now he will push us like, you can see he can push us like a tiniest bit, but we always stay in the same position. So we can just literally ground pound when he comes and keep ground pounding, and he will first of all never smash you and always come to you perfectly fine with the perfect distance, you see. Like he will always stop right there, and we can always just do a ground pound whenever, basically. So he cannot push us off, he cannot stomp us to death, and the third positive point is we are always at the same location when the fight ends. So we can set up a very fast star grab too. Like it's literally perfect for Blindfolded. We do C up, lock the cam, jump full up, and then grab the star. Every single time the same. Super consistent. Incredibly good strat, guys. I am extremely happy I found this, because this star is it wasn't a really hard start, but it was very, like, inconsistent, I would say. And now it's probably the coolest strat in the entire game. This is so incredibly cool. So yes, this was the new Eyerock strat. Again, little explanation video of strats I find. I hope you like these kind of little videos. As I said last time with the DDD 100 route, I want to keep making more of those, so you are more in the routing process involved. You understand the thought process behind these runs. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out. Write me a comment if you have any questions, really anything. And see you next time, hopefully for the 120 run. Tune in and see you around. Bye bye. This month's shoutouts go to VR4300, Funkylicious, ZXMany, Bob Farrell and Benlitz. Thank you very much for the continuous support. I really appreciate it.